Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Now we continue with the HTML. We discuss now about the types of HTML tags. There are two different types of HTML tag. First, we can say that container element and second one is the empty element. So first we discuss about the container element. So what is a container element? It is a tag which contain start tag and end tag, that is HTML and closing of the HTML. So whatever comes the between the opening of the tag and the closing of the tag, it is called as a container element. Second, empty tag. Empty tag means what? It only contains the start tag, the tag which having no closing tag. It is called as a empty element or the empty tag. So these are the main two types of the HTML tags. Now we discuss about the next, that is the HTML attributes. Again it is the important point when the tags come. So what is the HTML attributes? HTML attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. So whatever the tag you are going to define for that tag, which are the additional information, means what is the additional feature of that particular tag, or what we can do additionally by using that tag, it is with the help of the attributes. All HTML elements can have attributes. Attributes provide additional information about elements. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. So or whatever the attributes are there for the tags which comes in a start tag. Attributes usually come in name or value pairs, like name is equals to value. So each attribute having these two information, that is the name and the value. So this is about the HTML attributes which provides the additional information of the tag. Now, starting with the first tag, that is the HTML headings. So HTML headings are titles or subtitles that you want to display on a web page. Okay, if you want to display the titles on your web page or the subtitle on your web page, that time you can use the heading tag. Now, these HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. So it comes, that is the H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag, H4 tag, H5 tag and the H6 tag. So this is the range of the heading tag, that is from H1 to H6. H1 defines the most important heading and the H6 defines the least important heading. So this is about the tags. Now see, in a code, HTML body, then H1 heading 1 closing of the H1, H2 heading 2 closing of the H2, H3 heading 3 closing of the H3, H4 closing heading 4 closing of the H4, H5 heading 5 closing of the H5 and H6 heading 6 and the closing of the H6. Now closing of the body and closing of the HTML. So this is the code we have written in a notepad. Now when this code is executed in a browser, then it will show the output at the right hand side as heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5 and the heading 6. So it is decreasing from H1 to H6, so that we can say that heading 1, that is the H1 is the most important heading and the H6 is the least important heading. So this is about the heading tag. Now we are going to discuss about the HTML paragraph. So this is the paragraph tag. A paragraph always starts on a new line and is usually a block of text. Generally we write the paragraphs. So when we are going to write the paragraphs, we come to the new line and it consists of the number of the lines. So we'll see what is that paragraph tag in a HTML. The HTML so name of the paragraph tag, that is the P tag element, defines a paragraph. A paragraph always starts on a new line and browsers automatically add some white space, that is a margin before and after a paragraph. So what is the margin before and after the paragraph? it is decided by that browser. So it automatically add that white spaces. So see the code: HTML tag, then body tag, then P tag. This is a paragraph, close P. Second paragraph P. This is a paragraph, close P. And third paragraph, this is a paragraph, close P. Then close body and the close HTML. Now see the output. This is a paragraph. Then there is a some space, that is a margin is there. Then second paragraph is printed and the third paragraph is printed. So see in a code, there is no any margin. But when we execute that in a browser, it will adjust that margin automatically by the browser. So when you want to write a paragraph in a web page, that time you can use the P tag. Now we are going to discuss about the horizontal rule, the HR tag. So it defines the break in an HTML page and is most often displayed as a horizontal rule. Okay, suppose in between if you want to break that particular line, that time you can use the HR. The HR tag is an empty tag, which means that it has no end tag. So it comes without the end, so it is the empty tag. Then HTML line break. So this is the next tag, break line, that is the BR. It defines a line break. Use BR if you want to line break, that is to the new line without starting a new paragraph. If you want to start the new paragraph without the P tag, that time you can use the BR tag. The BR tag is an empty tag, which means that it has no end tag. So same horizontal rule, it is used to draw that particular line, that is the HR tag, and the BR tag to break the line and start the new line. Both tags which are the empty tag means which come without that closing of the tag. Next one is the pre tag. So it is the tag that is pre-formatted text, means the text inside a pre element is displayed in a fixed width font, usually Courier, and it preserves both spaces and line breaks. So whatever in which format you have typed, that width it will fixed. So it is a pre-formatted tag. Now see the table, the tag P tag, it defines a paragraph. HR, it defines a change in the content. BR inserts a single line break, and the pre, that is it defines the pre-formatted tag. Now we'll see the example. Now see an example. HTML tag is there, then the body tag is there. Heading we are using, this is a heading 1, close of the H1 tag. Then P tag, this is some text, closing of the P tag. Now here see, we are using the HR tag. Then H2, this is the heading 2, close H2 tag. P tag, this is some other text, close P. Again, we are using the HR. Then H2, this is heading 2, close H2. Then P tag, this is some other text, closing of the P. Then new paragraph, that is a P, this is a, then BR, we are using the BR, so break line. A paragraph, again BR with line breaks and close the paragraph. Then P, the pre tag preserves both spaces and line breaks and then close the P. Then pre tag, then we write some poem lines over here. Then close pre, close body, and the close HTML. Now see in output. This is heading 1. So we have using the H1. Then P tag. This is some text. After this, we are using the HR. So it draws that particular line. That is a horizontal rule. Again, this is heading 2. This is some other text. So we are using the H2 tag and the P tag. Again, we used the HR, that is a horizontal. So it draws the line. Then this is heading 2, H2 tag. Then we are use the P tag. Then we use the BR tag. So after the this is, we use the BR. So this is in one line. Then a paragraph. It comes to the next line. After a paragraph, again we use the BR. So with line breaks, it comes to the next line. So what happens is here, BR, that is it breaks the line and continue the next line to the new line. Then pre-formatted tag. So whatever the poem we have written in the width, whatever we keep while writing, it keep as it is in a output. So this is about the heading tag, HR tag, BR tag, and the pre-formatted tag. Now we discuss about the some text formatting tags. So there are the following formatting elements. First, B tag, that is the bold text. Means if you want to make some text or the word as a bold, that time we have to use the B tag. Then strong tag, that is the important text. If you want to display some text as important in that particular paragraph or line, that time we can use a strong tag. Then I tag, that is the italic text. If you want to display the style of the text as a italic, that time we can use the I tag. Then EM tag, that is emphasized text. So this is somewhat like the italic. Sub, that is a subscript text, and the sup, that is a superscript text. Now HTML-B tag and the HTML strong elements. The HTML-B element defines the bold text without any extra importance, but the HTML strong element defines the text with strong importance. So this is the basic difference between the B tag and the strong tag. The content inside is typically displayed in a bold. So in both cases, output will be displayed as a bold. Then I tag and the EM, that is the emphasized tags. So these element, the HTML I element defines a part of text in an alternate voice or mood. The content inside is typically displayed in italic. The I tag is often used to indicate a technical term, a phrase from other language, a thought, a ship name, etc. Okay. So when we want to display something like this, that time we can use the I. Then EM tag, that is the emphasize tag. The element define emphasized text. The content inside is typically displayed in italic. So this is the, when we use the I tag, it will display the italic. Emphasis, again it will display the italic. But a screen reader will pronounce the word in EM with an emphasis using verbal stress. So this is a sum tag which output show the same, that is a B strong bold, I EM, that is a italic, and so output will be same, but there is a some little difference will be there. We clear over here but at what particular situation we have to use which tag. Now we discuss about the sub element, HTML sub element. So HTML sub element is nothing but it is a subscript text. Subscript text appears half a character below the normal line and is sometimes rendered in a smaller font. Subscript text can be used for the chemical formulas like H2O. So in this H2O, 2 is written by using the subscript as it is the half below the line. Next, superscript, that is the SUP element. The HTML SUP element defines superscript text. Superscript text appears half a character above the normal line and is sometimes rendered in a smaller font. Superscript text can be used for footnotes. Then HTML code. Again, this is the one tag in which it is used to write the computer code. It displays in a fixed width font. For example, if you want to write the stdio.h, that is the header file. So this is the part of the computer code. So you can display this by using the this code tag. And next one is the var tag. So this is the tag for a variable where you will replace the variable with specific information typically displayed in italics. So these are the some formatting tags. Now we'll see all these tags in an example. So B tag, it defines the bold. EM, it defines the emphasized text. I define a part of text in an alternative voice or mode. Code defines computer code. Strong defines important text. Sub defines subscripted text. SUP defines superscripted text. Var, it defines the var variable, and the U, it defines the underline. Now see in example all these tags. So HTML tag, body tag, P tag. B tag, this is text is bold, closing of the B and the P. So this text is bold, it will display in a bold form. Then PI, this text is italic, closing of the I, closing of the P. Then PH sub 2, closing of the sub O, and X SUP, that is a super 2, closing of the SUP and the P. So it will display H2O and X square. Then P, this text is normal, Then B tag, this text is bold. Then again this text is normal. We use a strong. This text is important. Closing of the strong. Then P tag, this text is normal. Closing of the P. P I tag, this text is italic. Closing of the I. Closing of the P. Then P tag, this text is normal. Closing of the P. Then P tag, EM tag, that is the emphasize tag. This text is emphasized. Closing of the EM and closing of the P. Then P tag, this is code. Code stdio.h, closing of the code and closing of the P. Then this is var file name, var closing of the P. This text is normal. This is emphasized. This text is emphasized. Now see the output. Where we use the B, then this text is bold. Then italic, it will display in a italic format. Then H2O, for the 2 we have used subscript. So it come to the sub, that is the below the half part below to the line, and the X for the 2 we used SUP, that is a superscript, so it come as a raised 2. Then for the bold B tag, then for the emphasize strong, important, emphasize tag, italic tag, then for the code, then file name, that is a var. Okay, so all these are the uses of the different formatting tags. Now, next tag about the HTML, that is the address. It is for the contact information. The HTML address tag defines the contact information for the author or owner of a document or an article. If you want to display the address, that time we have to use the address tag. The contact information can be an email address, URL, physical address, phone number, social media handle, etc. The text in the address element usually renders in italic, so it will display in a italic format, and browsers will always add a line break before and after the address element. Next one is the marquee tag. Again, it is a very interesting tag. By using, we can scroll the text. Okay, so it consists of the attribute like align, direction right and the left. Next one is the HTML title tag. So this tag defines the title of a document is specified, which should be placed in the document head. Each document can have only one title. Okay, because of the title we can recognize that particular document. Okay, and the HTML comments, again like other programming language, we can put the comments in a HTML also. So for that we have to write the syntax as opening bracket, exclamation mark, write your comment, and the closing of the bracket. Notice that there is an exclamation mark point in the start tag, but it is not there in a end tag. Comments are not displayed by the browser, but they can help document your HTML source code like other programmers comments. So this is again the some tags. Now see HTML tag, body tag, title, formatting tags. Then paragraph we have written the HTML address element defines contact information, author or owner of a document or article. Then we are using the address. So whatever we have written in an address, opening of the address and closing of the address will be considered as a content of that, and it will display in a italic format. That is the address SB Union High School and Junior College. Visit us at svunionpune.com, Somarpet, Pune. Then next, marquee tag. Okay, so marquee, we write the direction as a right and the align top, and in between SB Union and close the marquee, so that SB Union text is going to scroll, and we write the direction right. Then comment, this is a comment. Then this is a paragraph. Comments are not displayed in the browser, so it is not going to display in output. Now see the output. The HTML address element define that contact information. Now see that address comes in a italic format, and then marquee tag. So there is a SB Union, that is a moving, that is a scrolling tag, and this is a paragraph. So see, we have written the comments, but it is not displaying in a browser because these comments are the extra or are the additional information for the programmer. It is not for the user who are using the web page. That is, they cannot see that comments in a web page. It is only for the programmer. Now there is a font tag in HTML. Okay, so there are the different fonts are there available in each application in computer, Word, Excel. Like that, some fonts are also we can use in a HTML. So that to use that we have a font tag. So the HTML font tag defines to give different colors and size to the text rather than using head tags. So font tag attributes having size number. So the size should be 2. So it defines the font size. Then size plus number. Size equals to plus 1. So it increases the font size. Okay, size minus number. So size minus 1. It will decreases the size of the font. Then face. Face name will be there. Suppose we set the face name times New Roman, then it will define that font name. So whatever the name we have chosen, it will display in that face. Color value should be in the form of the combination or in the color name. Okay, so both define the font color. So we can use the font tag if you want to change the size, increase the size, decrease the size, then change the face, that is the font name, then the color in the form of the value or in the form of the name. So this is about the some tags, font formatting tags we are using in a HTML. Next part we continue in a next. Thank you.